Today, we are tackling a topic that matters whatever you are a team leader, manager, or simply curious. Defining performance and choosing a measurement approach. What exactly is performance and how do we measure it accurately? Stick around because by the end of this video, you will have a powerful framework to boost productivity and clarity in your work. What performance really is. First up, it's crucial to clarify what performance actually means. Unlike popular belief, it's not just about hitting targets of number, it's fundamentally about behavior or what employees actually do on the job rather than just the outcomes they produce. Behavior can be positive, negative, or neutral, and it's inherently multidimensional, meaning there are different behaviors that can help or hinder organizational goals. Performance depends on three critical ingredients acting together: declarative knowledge, or knowing what needs doing; procedural knowledge, how to do it; and motivation, or the choice to act, the intensity and persistence of the action. Think of it like a recipe. If any of these ingredients is missing, the overall result will fall flat. Dimensions of performance. Performance is commonly analyzed in two dimensions. Task performance refers to the core duties of a role, like closing sales, coding, or writing reports. Contextual performance, on the other hand, cover behaviors that support the workplace environment, such as teamwork, innovation, and voluntary extra roles effort. It's essential to balance both. Someone could be phenomenal performer in their primary task, but fall short in contributing to team morale or culture. How to measure performance? Three approaches. Now, how do we measure performance effectively? There are three standard approaches. Behavior approach. You evaluate how people do their jobs by observing specific actions. This works well when outcomes are delayed, hard to trace, or influenced by external factors. For example, in customer support, measuring behaviors like active listening or politeness can be more telling than just sales figures. Result approach. Here, the focus shifts to the actual outcomes, sales number, complete projects, or service levels. This method is ideal when behaviors and outcomes are closely linked and the how to reach result is well understood. Trial approach. This looks at personal characteristics like personality or intelligence. It's rarely used by itself because traits alone don't guarantee desired behaviors or outcomes, and fairness becomes an issue. Often the best path is a combined approach, blending behavior and result, especially when you want a rich, more accurate view of performance. Frameworks to structure measurement. To make performance measurements practical and strategic, many organizations use structural framework like the Balanced Scorecard, introduced by Kaplan and Norton. This framework adds non-financial measures, customer satisfaction, internal process, and learning and growth to traditional financial metrics, creating a multidimensional dashboard tied directly to organizational strategy. Another popular tool is KPIs, Key Performance Ingredients, Key Performance Indicators, which are quantifiable metrics linked to strategic goals. Many organizations deploy a measure performance review adapt cycle, continuous refining KPIs to stay aligned with evolving processes. Best practice for applying this approach. When implementing a performance measuring system, follow the best practice. Start with strategic clarity. Ensure you know which business goals you are supporting before picking metrics. Choose relevant, focused KPIs. Avoid overwhelming your team with too many metrics. Each KPI should reflect real value. Establish baselines and targets. Understand your current performance levels and set clear improvement goals. Collect data thoughtfully. Decide what data to gather, from where and how often to review it. Regularly review and adapt. Treat measurement as an iterative process. Assess, learn, recalibrate. Let's wrap up. Performance is not just result, it's a combination of behavior driven by knowledge and motivation. Measuring it requires thoughtful choice, behavior tracking, outcomes tracking, or traits, often based combined. Framework like balance scorecard and KPI systems offer structure clarity, and sticking to strategic data-driven best practice ensures measurements drive meaningful action. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What approach does your team use? Which KPI has made the biggest impact in your work? Drop a comment below. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss next video, where we'll dive into turning performance measurement into performance improvement. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.